going to talk about the filtration, that is slow sand filters. Previously, we have discussed about the plain sedimentation sand where the settleable impurities are separated in that unit operation. After the plain sedimentation sand, the impurities present in the water are of suspended nature which can be separated by the filtration process. What is the filtration process? The filtration process is nothing but the passing the water containing the impurities through the granular medium. This process of filtration helps in removing the color, odor, turbidity and the pathogenic organisms. What are the filter materials or filter media materials? There are several types of filter media are available: sand, anthracite, charcoal, garnet, activated carbon, etc. Sand is widely used. The properties of sand and gravel. The sand should be free from the dirt and other impurities, should be uniform in nature, hard and resistant. It should not lose its weight by 5% when it is kept for acid test. Should have an effective size. What is that effective size? It should not be too small and it should not be too coarse also. What will happen if it is too small? If it is too small, the filters will get choked up quite oftenly. If it is too coarse, the property of water or the quality of water coming out of the filter is not so good. Then the properties of gravel. The properties of gravel, it should support the sand media, it should be rounded in shape and should have a density of 1600 kg per meter cube and free from the impurities. The theory of filtration, this is also called as mechanism of filtration. Here the four mechanisms are available. One is mechanical straining, flocculation and sedimentation, biological metabolism and electrolytic charges. We see one by one. Mechanical straining. The particles bigger than the size of the voids in the sand layer get arrested in the voids. They will not pass through the voids, they will get arrested in the voids only. The arrested particles, including the coagulated floc, form a mat on the top of the sand bed. Further, it will help in straining out of the impurities. You see here the figure for the mechanical staining. Here the bigger particles are present in the water. Those particles are not able to pass through the whites of the sand. That is how they get arrested on the top of the sand layer. The flocculation and sedimentation. The bigger whites in intermediate layer of sand will act as tiny coagulation tanks. The gelatinous mass arrested in the voids attract the finer particles. Thus, finer particles settle down in the voids and get removed from the water. Biological metabolism. As you know, the water containing organic matter and as well as microbial population, that is bacteria. The microbial population, when it is formed on the sand layer, will consume the organic matter present in the water as their food and produce the harmless compounds. The harmless compounds such form a layer on the top of the sand medium known as a smud deck or dry skin. This smud deck further absorbs the impurities present in the water. Electrolytic charges. The sand particles and as well as impurities present in the water will have opposite charges. When the water comes in contact with these sand particles, the charges are get neutralized. Because of this neutralization of the charged particles present in the water quality get changed. Due to that, the water will become purer. Now we can see the types of filters. The filters can be classified as based on the medium, based on the driving force. Based on the medium, filters are classified as single medium filters, dual medium filters, and multimedia filters. Single medium filter means only one sand medium is used here. Dual medium means sand anthracite, activated carbon, sand, activated carbon, and anthracite. Like that, if you use along with the sand many more medias, then we can call that is multimedia filter. So driving force, based on the driving force, the filters are classified as gravity filters, pressure filters. Gravity filters again classified as slow sand gravity filter and rapid sand gravity filter. The pressure filter where the external pressure is given to the sand filter to get the water at a higher rate. The slow sand filter and its functional units. The slow sand filter was first installed by James Simpson in the year 1829 in the city, London. The slow sand filter is used for the removal of impurities from the effluent of plain sedimentation tank. What are all the functional units of this slow sand filter? Mainly, there are 5 functional units such as enclosure tank, filter media, base material, under drainage system, inlet and outlet arrangement. The enclosure tank. It's an open, watertight rectangular tank constructed in masonry or concrete. The bed slope is 1 in 100 towards the central drain. The depth of the tank is 2.5 to 3.5 meter. The plan area is 100 to 200 square meter. The rate of filtration is 100 to 200 liter per square meter per hour. This figure shown in here is indicating the enclosure tank. This is inlet arrangement and this is outlet arrangement, gravel bed, sand bed, and water. The filter medium. Here we are using sand as the filter medium. The sand bed of depth 90 centimeter to 110 centimeter generally we prefer. The sand bed will be supported by the gravel. The sand grain will be of size 0.2 to 0.4 mm. The uniformity coefficient of the sand, that is D60 by D10, should be in the range of 1.8 to 2.5. What is this uniformity coefficient? Uniformity coefficient is expressed by the ratio of sieve openings or sieve sizes. That is D60 by D10, I'll explain here. The 60% of the sand is allowed to pass through the sieve openings is called as D60, and 10% of the sand allowed to pass through the sieve openings is known as D10. The ratio of this D10, D60 by D10 is known as uniformity coefficient. Then the sand used in such a way that finest sand will be kept at the top and coarsest sand will be kept at the bottom. Just above the gravel bed, the coarser sand will be laid. The base material, gravel is used as a base material here. This is used for a depth of 30 centimeter to 75 centimeter, placed in 3 to 4 layers of each 15 to 20 centimeter thickness. The coarser gravel will be laid just over the under drainage system or over the central drain pipe. Then the gravel size at the bottom layer should be of 40 to 65 mm size. The 40 to 65 mm size gravels are laid over the central drain pipe. Intermediate layers 20 to 40 mm size gravels and 60 to 20 mm gravels are placed alternatively. Similarly, the topmost layer of the gravel will be 3 to 6 mm in size. the under drainage system and inlet outlet arrangement. See here in the figure, this is known as a central drain. Across the central drain, the lateral drains are provided. The lateral drains are having the openings. The water filtered through the sand medium will be collected by these lateral pipes. Again, the lateral pipes send the water to the central drain. From the central drain, the water will move to the filtered well. Then from the filtered well, water is taken to the disinfection unit, and where it is disinfected and supplied to the public. As I told you, the inlet chamber is constructed to receive the water from the plain sedimentation tank and distribute it uniformly over the sand medium without causing any disturbance to the sand medium. The outlet chamber is nothing but once the water is filtered, that filtered water is to be collected, and in the outlet chamber, one telescopic tube is provided to regulate the water level on the sand medium or on the sand bed. What will happen if there is no filtration, the water will continuously flow, then automatically the sand bed will get dried up, then the cracking of sand medium takes place. Therefore, whenever the water level is properly maintained, this can be rectified. Limitations of the slow sand filter. The limitations of the slow sand filter. It can treat the water of turbidity up to ppm. Beyond the 50 ppm turbidity, water cannot be treated in slow sand filter. The water treated by coagulants should not be used here because the biological activity hindered here. The filtered head generally limited to 0.7 to 1.2 meter. In a period of when head loss reaches 0.7 to 1.2 meter or 0.7 to 0.8 times the depth of the sand medium, the functional aspect of this filter is get reduced. Therefore, we have to go for the washing of the filter. Next, we can see that cleaning of the filter or washing of the filter. The cleaning and washing of the filter is done as follows. The top layer of the sand around 1.5 to 3 centimeter has to be scraped or raked, and it is to be washed by a clean water of 0.2 to 0.6% of total filtered water. So if the sand is cleaned, if there is no gelatinous material stick over the grains, then you can use the same sand, or otherwise you can discard that sand and you can use the new sand for the layer. The amount of sand raked and removed is to be replaced, as I told you. After replacement of the sand, you should not use the water from the filter for 24 to 36 hours because the quality of filtered water is not good, because there is no mud deck formation takes place in the range of 24 to 36 hours. Only after the formation of mud deck, the water quality is good. The biological action is taking place on the filter. Therefore, this slow sand filter is also called as a biological filter because the biological action is also important here. Advantages and disadvantages of slow sand filter. Advantages. The bacteria removal efficiency of filter is around 98 to 99%. It is efficient in removing suspended solids present in the water. It also removes the odor and bad taste caused by the organic material such as algae present in the water. The disadvantages. The filter cannot remove the color and turbidity of water beyond 50 ppm. Up to 50 ppm only it can treat. It requires large land area for construction. The rate of filtration is very, very small. Compared to the rapid sand filters, it is 30 times less. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries, please leave your comment. I will happy to answer.